What's going on, y'all? It's the Broke Fan back again with another video. Got some news and rumors and a preview of tonight's show. So with that being started, before I begin, I want to say thank you. Thank everybody for clicking this video. Please leave a like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, and don't forget that little bell for notifications whenever we got a new video that's going live. So with that being said, let's start the preview for tonight's Raw. Now, after WWE's worst PR mania week ever, because from Evolution to Crown Jewel was like WrestleMania week, but for all the wrong reasons. Now that we done got that out of the way, nobody's really surprised that Brock Lesnar's Universal Champion again. Funny, because shortly after Crown Jewel, Daniel Cormier had a match at UFC 230 in which he won, and then he called out Lesnar and challenged him for the belt. So who knows what's going to happen with that? Is Lesnar going to respond to Cormier on Raw? Will he do it on another platform? Who knows what's going to happen between Strowman and Corbin, because we know Corbin caused Strowman a match in a roundabout way, protecting Strowman by hitting him with the Universal title after he got obliterated by like 5 F5s. I don't understand how do you protect Braun Strowman and kill him at the same time? Because pretty much at Crown Jewel, that's what happened. Not literal death, people, just a career burial. And also, we got Ronda Rousey. She's going to respond to Becky Lynch's promo last week about who's the true women's champion. Once again, I got to be impartial to this because I'm a huge fan of both. And yeah, so we got another rematch, 2 rematches from last week. With pretty much the same match for the past maybe 2-3 weeks, which is you got Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor with Lio Rush. I gotta remind myself to mute my phone when that match happens, because I'm not Lashley. Shut up, Leo. Don't nobody want to hear that. And then you got a 6-woman Evolution tag match, which seems like been going on for the past 6 months, you know. And in case you haven't noticed, or if you don't know, that 6-woman tag match is the Riot Squad against Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya. Oh joy! Also, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Rollins and Ambrose. They're still tag champions, but you know, Seth called out Dean last week, and Dean didn't respond, so he's going to declare to make his life a living hell. And we'll see how that goes out. Who's going to sabotage the championships, and, you know, yeah. So, that's what's going on for Raw tonight. Doesn't seem to... Really? So yeah, nothing really too enthusiastic seems to be going on for tonight. But what's really interesting, more or less, is the rumors in the news leading up to Survivor Series and WrestleMania plans. Now, Friday at Crown Jewel, during in the senior citizens match, DX versus Kane and the Undertaker, Triple H suffered a pectoral injury off a botched moonsault, and now he's going to be out for a while. He just came recently over the weekend, came back to the States to see more than likely Dr. James Andrews for surgery to repair that tear in his pectoral muscle. Could be possibly up to 9 months. So you know what that means? No WrestleMania. No WrestleMania for Triple H. So, if there's no WrestleMania for Triple H, where does that leave Batista? Because Batista said he would only come back if he was doing a WrestleMania program with Triple H. What's gonna happen now? Well, the rumor is that he possibly may face Randy Orton if the match isn't canceled, because they only just started to hype it up on SmackDown 1000. So who knows? There's no estimated recovery time yet in regards to what could happen with Triple H. Now, this also has affected Undertaker versus HBK, because HBK was willing, so he said, to work a couple matches depending on how the Saudi Arabia show went. And if your best friend is out, I don't think that's going to go too well for the storyline, because both of y'all was together to push the storyline forth. And yeah, so if there's no Triple H, there's no HBK, so then that means Taker just goes back off into whatever. I guess so. So we got that going on. Let's see what else was going on. Yeah. Oh, right. In addition to Crown Jewel, we got some news regarding Survivor Series, perhaps. Originally, Survivor Series was not supposed to have went back to the format that it was last year in the past couple of years. What is it? The only night of the year in which SmackDown and Raw compete head to head. Is that it? Was that the? Or did I mix up the line? But y'all got the point. That's what it is. Raw versus SmackDown. That was the idea. But they didn't want to do that this year because Vince did not want AJ versus Roman Reigns for in a championship versus championship match. Because all due respect to Roman, but AJ would put Roman under the table in terms of match quality, and then what does that say about your two top champions on the show? With the WWE champion pretty much making the Universal champion look like I don't know how stellar, and it should have been the other way around. But anyway, with Roman announcing his cancer returning, that dropped the belt. It screwed up everything. It screwed up Survivor Series plans, apparently. Screwed up some WrestleMania plans, apparently, because it was supposed to be Roman Reigns was supposed to keep the belt until WrestleMania. But now with this whole thing going on, Lesnar's champion again, which is no surprise. I had a feeling it was going to happen. I was hoping it wasn't going to happen, but I had a feeling it was going to happen. And apparently he signed on for 2 more matches. He's obviously doing the Survivor Series rematch from last year between him and AJ. And the next match is rumored to be him versus Strowman, in which Strowman would be, crowned Universal Champion. I hate to say it, but it looks like Braun Strowman is going to be the new... I don't say that. I hope this isn't... I don't want nobody to see this as in bad taste, but it looks like they're going to push Strowman to be the new Roman Reigns. So that's more than likely what's going to happen. I don't see... The Universal title is whatever. It's pretty much, what the Universal title is. Something that somebody put up on WWE 2K Creations in the 2K game, and they just decided to just take it and all right, we're just gonna throw this belt on somebody and just give it to Brock, because that's all they're pretty. You might as well just call it the Brock belt. The Universal title is the Brock belt. But what else is that? With also with Brock being UFC champion, Daniel Cormier calling him out and saying, "Yeah, I want to be a WWE champion too." What's going on with this? Could it be a WWE versus UFC angle at some point? Daniel Cormier is scheduled to have a tryout with WWE to do color commentary. How is this going to work? Is Brock going to be champion until January? More than likely afterwards. That way, whenever he has his UFC fight with Cormier, he goes into the octagon with the Universal title. Is Vince going to allow this? Who the hell knows? It's just too much going on. It's crazy. So which brings me to my next point about Crown Jewel. Shane McMahon. Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talks. Why is Shane the best in the world? Apparently it's to turn Shane heel in an attempt to boost up SmackDown's viewership numbers, as the current 2.2 million mark is not sufficient enough for Fox. So they turn him heel because they feel the most successful viewership ratings is when you have a McMahon heel character. But that's what, other YouTubers, other wrestling aficionados, like I said, that's what made Shane unique. He was the baby face out of all the McMahons, who was pretty much everybody else was a heel. Vince being a heel, Stephanie being a heel, Trips being a heel. He always been a heel, but regardless, like why? What purpose and does it do to have Shane McMahon turn heel? Now, this is just a theory. Now, when they first announced the best in the world for the WWE World Cup, there was some chants from the crowd, 4.5 years after he gone, of CM Punk, and Shane's response was, "I don't believe he's in the tournament." Okay, we know y'all had a bad falling out between each other, but now there's rumors that the reason that Shane was named the best in the world was an attempt to get CM Punk to come back for WrestleMania in terms, with all the Roman plans. I don't know. It seems very, very, very far off. But could be the perfect ruse to get Punk to come back, striking a personal nerve. Like, yeah, you can talk about you're the best in the world. No, you're not the best in the world, Shane. I am the best in the world. And these people know I'm the best in the world because that's why they've been changing my name for the past 4.5 years after I left, because I am the best in the world on this mic, in this ring, on commentary, and whatever you do. Well, you're not the best in the world at UFC. Not to take a low blow, just you got your ass beat, Phil. Like, maybe fake fighting is good for you, but real fighting, not so much. I'm not making no challenges. I'm just saying, look, you got to work on your craft, man. Work on your craft. Do what you do. I ain't got nothing but love and support for you. I still got your CM Punk shirt. Straight edge, hardcore, my life, my rules, XXX, CM Punk, yeah, the original ECW shirt, yeah, man. But we'll see what goes on with that. Could that possibly happen? CM Punk versus Shane McMahon to truly crown who the best is in the world come WrestleMania. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. But this seems very promising in terms of storylines going forward, because we have no more controversy regarding a show taking place in Saudi Arabia, or a PR stunt for just the women that have a show, because they had a show in Saudi Arabia earlier in the year, and this is like, okay, this is just to shut the women up. We're gonna give them their own pay-per-view because they can't go to Saudi Arabia, and we gotta do something and be progressive and money. But yeah, that's the preview of tonight's Raw. Actually, today's Raw, because I just remembered too that they're actually in Manchester today, and they're gonna be starting in 15 minutes, and it's on tape delay, so spoilers will be coming sooner than actually anticipated. But thanks again, y'all. Feel free, leave your thoughts in the comments below, share, subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications, and I'll see y'all when the next one goes live. Ding, ding, ding.